Hi, this is Maria. Welcome to mariascraftroom.com. Today we're going to make a card using an embossing folder and some stamp sets. I found this at JoAnne Fabrics on sale and it looked familiar. I recognized this flower from somewhere and I couldn't place it, so it was on sale and I like embossing folders, so I bought it. And once I got home I realized that flower looks a lot like an old retired flower from StampinUp. Kind of looks like this one. It's not identical, but it's close. We could use this one, but I think this swirl here looks better. Now, this is retired. I found it on eBay years ago, and it just so happened it came with a Pansy punch that is also retired. But you know what? I like things that match, so I bought them anyway. And then of course we're going to want a leaf. This leaf out of Floral Essence. This one is called Flower Shop. This one is called Floral Essence, and I think this one is still active, but I want this little leaf because it goes with the leaf punch. So like I said, I like to buy things that match. And then for the sentiment, we're going to use Hero Art's Life is Sweeter When Shared with Friends. So I have a friend that's feeling a little down, so we're going to be using that. Alright, so I have already pre-cut my pieces. This is just an 8.5 by 11 cut in half and scored in half to have a 4.25 by 5.5 opening this way. My color solid piece is cut to 4 by 5.25, and this is shiny card cut to 3.5 by 4.75, just to give me a little bit more of a purple border here. Okay, so that's shiny white here in the middle. The card base is Whisper White, purple from Recollections at Michael's, and this is shiny card from Recollections at Michael's as well. Alright, so let me grab, I didn't make a prototype because I usually don't. We're going to grab 2 clear plates. If I need another shim, I will add it later. We're going to start with just the basics. Clear plate, embossing folder, another clear plate, and I'm going to run it through. Let's take a look. And that is pretty nice. Alright. Look at that. Very nice. And with any machine, but especially with the Gemini, use the minimum number of shims. I don't always need more than just the 2 clear pieces when I'm using the Gemini. Alright, now we're going to use some gorgeous Grape. I tend to buy basic colors that I know will match, and I like the Stampin' Up! Colors, so we're going to use that. And a little sponge dauber from Michael's probably. We're just going to ink over a little bit. We're just going to go over all of it, even though there's leaves in here. Just to give some interest. And I'm trying to only hit the, it's only hitting the raised parts of the embossing. If you want to protect your surface, grab a piece of scratch paper. I hadn't decided if I was going to do this or not, but what the heck. If it doesn't work, we can always just start over. That actually looks very nice. Very nice. And it will look very nice against that purple background. Okay, let's close this up. And we'll layer this on. So I'm choosing to use wet glue today because it will fill the gaps with this embossing a little better than a tape runner will. Center that up, flip it over, give it a nice press. Very nice. And then we can center that here the same way. Beautiful. Flip it over. Nice even pressure. And that is beautiful all on its own. Very simple. I love using embossing folders. And adding a little bit of ink on the front is just such a nice touch. Now, let's add a sentiment on the inside. Let's see. Nope, I don't want to use that. And let's get Life is Sweeter When Shared with Friends by Hero Arts. I'm going to grab a foam mat to go underneath because this is photopolymer. I'm going to go right into that same gorgeous grape and stamp. Beautiful. Now, let's see, do we want to put something on the front? Thanks for being my friend. We're just going to use a piece of scrap. Okay. The bottom is pretty straight. Just let that hang out for a second so the photopolymer straightens up. I'm going to grab it on a big block. Again, with gorgeous grape. And there we go. Now we can just trim that off so that it's nice and straight. Grab my favorite trimmer. Since I'm using a scrap, I'm just making do here. I'm going to actually line up with the silver part here. And now, perfectly straight. Alright. Let's grab another piece of scrap and grab my flower. Punch her out. And there's a beautiful flower to match. Oh, that is so nice. Let's cut this down to size a little bit more. Put a nice little flower there. Let's grab another piece of scratch and get a couple of leaves here with garden green. And punch these out as well. There's one. And let me cut this out a little bit, just so it's easier to handle. And two. You may not need two, but we'll punch them out. Alright, let's go ahead and glue this down with some wet glue. I'm just going to crumple the flower a little bit so it comes up just a little bit off the paper. We'll glue that down. A little bit of wet glue. And I'm just going to put glue on the stem here so that they're free, the leaves are free to move around a little bit. And one. and one on this side, right under that flower. I'm trying to stay inside of the frame of the card. Thanks for being my friend. It kind of looks like maybe it needs something shiny in the middle. Let's put one of these Recollections shinies. We'll add a little dot of glue here in the middle and stick that on. These do come sticky backed, but I find adding a little glue makes such a big difference. And that is very simple, very pretty. We've got some embossing, and I think that flower does match up pretty well with that embossing folder. Life is sweeter when shared with friends. Now if you want to make the matching envelope, let's grab an envelope. We're going to grab that same flower, go back to your gorgeous grape, and just match your flower on your envelope. You have a match. Easy peasy. It makes everything look so coordinated. I hope you liked this video. Please remember to like if you liked it and subscribe to my channel. Click that notification bell and you will be notified when I post a new video. Thanks for watching.